in that first game, but hopefully he can change it around in this second game. What do you think God needs to do here? Do you think it was something with their draft? They did go a lot of very unordinary heroes in the likes of Nosferatu, Bruce Lee, and Minerva. You think they need to switch it up and start going some heroes that are a little stronger?
Um, it's hard to say. I felt like it worked for them yesterday, going Bruce Lee and all of these heroes, but because they're playing a team that it really knows the meta and really knows how to play and fight back. I feel like these picks that they've been doing from yesterday are just not going to work against this team. They really need to pick something that is a little bit stronger and actually works well together in their team composition. Like there's a difference between like some comfort picks and actually making your comp fit well together.
Yeah, they actually ban off their own Apollo just in case Helio tries to pick it, I think. But God, looking to pick the first pick here, and I feel like going Poseidon was going to be a good pick because that hero does offer a lot of utility and tankiness for that front line. And Esrath and Freya being instantly picked up by Sins and Thend, and didn't they go Esrath previously in day one? I'm pretty sure Thend did pick Esrath a decent amount.
Yeah, he did, and also Zeus played Poseidon a lot yesterday. So both teams picking some comfort picks as well as some really good OP picks for this meta. I would say,
Yeah,
and
and
the
they
Una
yeah they
actually
actually
getting
pick up
picked
the
up.
Una.
But
Galaxy
yeah,
had it last game, I think.
it actually chains well with Poseidon as well, and they're actually going to go for this Minerva again. I'm not
I
too sure about this.
really
Maybe they can convince me that Minerva.
The thing with Minerva, I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, that's fine, but I feel like Minerva needs to get involved very early. That ultimate is so strong early because no one has a Jade Heart, no one has that crowd control immune, and if you can land that ultimate, it allows your team to get aggressive, and she needs to be that aggressive forefront on that hero because when that hero is falling from playing from behind and not playing the aggressor, she cannot kite for herself, and the stun if someone's right beside her doesn't really offer too much, so she really needs to get involved early.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like yeah, Minerva just needs to step it up in the early game and really land those ults because we've seen time and time again these Minervas, they haven't been landing their ults, and we haven't really seen too much aggression coming from Minervas. I feel like they're always playing from behind because they don't play Minerva to their advantage.
Definitely, and we're getting into this game, Sean. Whose draft are you favoring? In Twitch chat, please let us know who you think is going to win this game two in this best of three series. Right now, currently led by Galaxy. What draft are you looking at right now, Sean?
I think I like God's lineup a lot more. I think it really makes sense. They have a lot of heroes that can chain up well together. They have the Minos pull, they have Poseidon ulti, they have Burninator, AoE stun. They also have the Una AoE damage with all that is just insane burst, and they have really good crowd control. But on the side of Galaxy, they have more, I would say,
Welcome
single
to
target,
Heroes Evolve.
more like
Troops deploy in
pickoff
5
lineup.
seconds.
But
Definitely.
I guess we're just gonna have to see. I
Troops
think both
have
lineups are
deployed.
extremely strong though. They both drafted it out really well.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm not the biggest fan of Minos or Burninator though, so I'm gonna give my upper hand to Team Galaxy here with their draft. I just don't think those two picks are very, very strong over, certain other picks that could be picked up. But let's get back into this game, and buff is given to Freya with the defense, and Minerva gonna take her buff by herself while Poseidon and Thor both take this buff, or sorry, these wolves, and gold buff going in the favor of Minerva.
And look at this Dinos invade from God here, and Lubu is actually gonna spot it out. But
Yeah, I like it. You can't really do
I want
much
to see
until
some
Esrath comes.
rotations. I want to see some rotations from Galaxy. Maybe they can snipe this Dinos. I'm pretty sure Estrath got that.
Yeah, I think he might have sniped it back. Good play there, and look at this. They're just gonna take damage on this top tower already from that for nothing. Oh, actually, no, they don't. The TP's just in
Oh,
time.
Lubu actually stopping Poseidon's TP there.
Yeah, good play there, and actually doing a good amount of damage as well. Minos getting chunked right now in this top tower. Needs to, ooh, gets javelin tossed as well because he was just standing still.
Yeah, I feel like they needed a lane swap with this Minos because he doesn't have that much wave clear. It doesn't really make sense for him to be here. As you can see, the creeps already did quite a bit of damage on that top tower with the first wave. He just doesn't have any wave clear to stay up here. I feel like they really need a lane swap with Burninator or something like that.
Yeah, or
And you
at
can
least
see
put two
Burninator is
up
actually
here.
going to team here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good call there. They need two up there. They're just gonna take so much damage. Just basically what Galaxy's doing. They have two in this bottom lane, so they're not able to actually full push and commit. I like this though. They're gonna dual jungle and then go back to lane. I think that's the right play from both of them.
Oh, and Minos with a nice pull on the top lane, chained up with Burninator, son. And there's the execute coming up from Minos in first blood. Will they find Guan Yu, though?
No, couldn't put the
Well, he
pill,
does
but
make it out.
good execute there from Thor. Just hitting level 4 during that little skirmish and does get the kill onto Sins, which is good. Putting Sins down. We saw how much work he did on that Freya, so very good play there from Team God getting the first blood.
Yeah, well communicated. I'm pretty sure he told Burninator, like, after this creep, I'm going to hit 4. I'm going to go for a pull. And Burninator reacted right away, chained it up with a nice stun, and he was able to get the execute off for first blood, so well played. Dragon is spawning.
Yeah, no wards on it as right now, so a lot of teams don't know who could go for it. Red does have wards towards the dragon pit, or around it rather, so they would know if Thor or Helio do go for this.
Zeus actually stealing the buff from Raw there. I think that was an accident, but it is the attack buff too. That would have been really good on Minerva.
Yeah, he needs to push this tower with it, I think. Being a little bit afraid here. I think he needs to just go to the tower and start hitting it. I don't know why. Well, he wants to get some wards down, it seems, or put some pressure on the jungle, but I feel like if he went in and hit the tower like twice or 3 times there, it would have been lower than half health as it is right now, so would have been some good damage.
Yeah, God's gonna pull that dragon over the wall, and they're actually using the wolf camp to block the dragon from going back to the pit. That was actually really nice.
They are taking this dragon though, and they're... Oh, he actually
missed the pull.
Yeah, they are putting pressure on this top lane though. Guan Yu is coming in from the back line, gonna jump in there. Good kill there from Thor to get it. They're actually gonna be a huge fight. Raw coming in. This is what I want to see from Raw. Getting involved. Actually does miss his Minerva. They do get the kill onto Theon though. Pluri now getting gone on by Helio. Helio on the chase. Not able to actually get anything.
Oh, the S-Trap. Can he land the ulti? He just landed onto 1. It was so close from hitting 2. Amino's actually going to pull in Singe. Singe get executed. He does fall and Lubu goes in. He lands that 3-man stun, but he's in a lot of trouble. He does fall, and that's a double kill for Minos.
Minerva on the top going to get a kill on Blurry as well. 5-0 going in Gods. It looks like they did pray to the Gods because they are playing out of their mind, especially Thor on this Minos, who I was ridiculing because I didn't like the pick, but he's proven me wrong.
Yeah, definitely. He's going ham right now, and it looks like Azeroth, he's actually going to initiate on the top lane, but he's in a lot of trouble. He's going to fall. God, he doesn't have his invulnerability up. He's in a lot of trouble. He's just got to back out.
Nice to Raw as well. 7-0. Going in
they're not done. They're not done.
No, they're not. Guan Yu going to try to go in here. Raw dropping low. He does get the counter kill. Not able to stun him off of the Minerva.
Down.
And Minos, he's looking for some blood here. Will he land a nice pull? He might chain it up with Burninator stun in a second. See if he can get the execute off.
Definitely, Azeroth
Galaxy
pushing
bottom
bottom.
back there.
Yeah, already falling behind 7k gold now, with Minos taking that dragon as well. So not looking too hot for Galaxy. They might get this tower bottom though, which will give them some gold, and they want to rotate on this. And I like this from Galaxy, rotating onto this tower, possibly gonna die because that is so low.
Oh, and big fight in the bot lane. Nice little stun there. Minos, he does pull in too. Huge damage coming out from Crystal as well. Big AoE. The stun lands onto Lubu. He's going to try and dive out of the pit. Can he hop over? He does. Oh, he barely survives there.
From Thor on the Minos, pulling in both Theon and Fen, and they just blow them up. Good play there by the Minos.
Yeah, Thor just playing out of his mind right now. TP coming in from Galaxy, but it gets canceled out. And that's gonna be a free tower there for God.
Your team has destroyed a fort. Your team has destroyed a fort.
2 towers going the way of Gods, just taking full control of this game.
Yeah, really liking this from Gods, being the aggressors this game, showing them that we're nothing to joke around about. Zeus getting caught out here, not actually being initiated on. seems to be a common trend that I've been noticing, that on the blue side they usually win more of the games in these in these more intense games. Seems like blue side has been winning majority of percentage of the games against red.
And God's actually starting Zakar here. Kind of a risky
Are
play.
coming
And yeah, Morris is going to try and do some damage on the side here, but she might actually get caught out. Nice damage from Freya there. Doing some
Actually, her
work.
ult is down. I think they should fight this. They're all very low. I think they should fight. Crystal is half health, but I don't think they can give up this Zakar this early. Good poke here from Guan Yu onto the tower. Good damage. Good pull by Minos once again onto Sins, who isn't able to do anything. Good ulti by Ashraf onto a couple. Good ulti as well from Crystal. Going onto them. Thor dropping solo. Doesn't actually die. And there's now 2 down. Trying to run for their lives here. Crystal, can she get away? Zeus misses his ult. Theon gets blown up by the Una. And that's a 3 for 1. Or 3 for nothing going in favor of God. And Minos just making Sin's life an ultimate nightmare.
Yeah, Sin's definitely a little bit tilted here. Getting pulled every single fight and not being able to do anything.
I
Zeus
think he's
actually
gonna have
missing his ult
nightmares
there.
of a cow tonight.
Oh, and that's trapped. He's going in from the sidelines. A big ulti onto Burninator. Blows him up. Zeus in a lot of trouble. He has no mana. He's got to retreat. Good kiting from Raw, though. And he's wicked sick. He's going in there. He gets the double kill onto.
Good
Oh my god. Throws a scepter on all 3 people. The ice was huge there. And Freya, she's actually going to keep chasing, but there's a damage coming out from Morris.
Oh, she actually misses her jump over the wall. Might die because of it. And she does.
Oh, that's a disaster for Una there.
Good turnaround for Galaxy there.
Wow. And that's the power of Crystal I was talking about. If you can land that CC ice onto all 3, it just absolutely changes the fight around.
Yeah, and we have to take note that Minos definitely a bit stronger now after that buff. His pull range a little longer than it used to be, which offers him that availability to pull in those backline like Sins, who's been constantly being pulled right now. And he's going to have some nightmares, I think, tonight. I don't know if he's going to be able to go to bed.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard for him to sleep at night. Minos 8-0. Right now, he is unstoppable. Does have an attack buff, and he's looking for more blood. He's not done. He is going to run to the Zakar pit here. He does see that Guan Yu.
Yeah, take a look at these item builds. You see Minerva actually building with that Igneous Blade first item, which I like this a lot better than her build last game. Definitely offering some more damage. See lots of tankiness from all Poseidon, Burnator, and Minos, all going very, very tanky for this front line. So hard for Galaxy to actually push through them.
Yeah, and they are starting Zakar here. God's actually in a lot of trouble. Sin's doing some great poke to Thor from the back, and Guan Yu, he does hop in. He's doing so much damage with his AoE. Thor actually makes it out, and there's the ulti from S-Top in the back. Una in a lot of trouble. Oh!
Gets executed. Dion trying to kite, not able to kite. Now Helio dropping low. Thor does come back into the fight. This is a disaster for Galaxy. It's not looking good.
4 for 1 in the way of God here, and they're gonna push
Look
down
at this
mid.
Minerva just chasing him down. Oh no! Oh, she will get the kill. And this will be a tower at least.
God's coming and showing up in the second game, doing so much work.
That
Thor
fight was
really,
looking so
really
good.
stepping it up on that Minos.
Yeah, that fight was looking so good for Galaxy, almost killing the Minos. Esraf, I think, should have used the ult onto the Minos instead of Una, but he tries to go onto the Una, and it actually cost him his life. Because Thor was able to actually execute him in that fight. I think he needed to go for the Thor there, or for the Minos. Thor's playing. Zakara does go down. It's 10 minutes in. These creeps are buff now. And this middle lane is going to be pushing in mega hard too, because they do have those super creeps as well in that lane. So these next creeps are going to be hurting.
Yeah, nice little rotation here from Gods. Gonna try and rotate to the top side of the map, and they're gonna try and get more control on this side of the map. They are gonna push that wave in, and they're gonna start tanking this tower, but I'm not too sure if this is the play. I think Galaxy, they might actually... No, they just don't have the players right now. They got to go high
Destroyed a
ground.
fort.
Yeah, they are, and they know Freya is pushing out that bottom lane because of this creep waves, but she needs to get back and help. And good idea here from Thor, pushing into the mid lane. I like this a lot, bringing their creeps in, so they have to deal with those mega super creeps in the middle, and now able to actually go for the tower if they want.
Look at that
Stun
poke
coming
from
out.
Crystal.
Ooh,
She
good
actually gets
damage
stunned out
from
there.
Lorna. Do get the kill. He does drop from Crystal. Now it's a 4v5 fight. That's rather than huge on the backline. Doing so much damage with Guan Yu on the rotate as well. Using his spin gun.
Oh, Poseidon up!
And he'll try to follow up. Blue can't get the kill onto Mars. And Lubu can. It's looking good. Sins, can he kite his way to the victory of this fight? No. Helio actually gets the kill. Two of them still up. Trying to go for the win here with these mega
It's a
creeps.
5-man wipe, and they do have mega creeps here. They are going to end the game.
It looks
And
like
Gods,
they will.
take game 2.
Gods takes game 2, making the series 1-1.
Victory.
Well played there
Wow.
by Gods, Sean. Just definitely changing their playstyle, picking still some different picks than Minos, but picks that worked.
Yeah, Thor just... Oh my god, and that Minos really impressed me. Like you said, they did
9-1 and 3.
with this upcoming patch. They did increase the range on his pull, and it's really showing. We saw him pull Dragon out of the pit multiple times. We saw him pull tons of people over the wall just to really execute people and make fights instantly 4v5. I think Thor really stepped up this game.
Yeah, definitely was the player. And if you do look at the damage here, Moors and Raw putting out so much damage. Their whole team actually dealing a lot very similar damage. Raw leading the line with his total hero damage, but a lot of them above 10k. So their whole team doing a lot of work here. On the side of Galaxy though, Theon definitely putting out a lot of damage. A little lackluster performance there from Fend. Not really able to accomplish as much as he would like, but hey, it is what it is, and it is going to go into a game 3 here. So whoever will win this next game is going to be the victor going into the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. And man, what a game by Gods. They really stepped it up this game. Really liking everybody's builds. They build really tanky, and they were able to just run up there and get in their face and land some good pulls, some good Poseidon ults, and Raw actually showing why Minerva is a good pick here. Definitely liking his build a lot better this game, picking up the Igneos Blade.
Yeah, definitely. With that being said, guys, game 3 will be coming very shortly. My voice is almost gone, so hopefully it doesn't leave me until this last game of the day does happen. Please do stick around. We'll be back in the next 10 minutes, guys. Thanks.